What's going on, Sky Squad? We are back in the building, and we got to have a quick ponderosa about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 reunion trailer that just dropped. Now, as you guys know, because this is YouTube, I can't play the trailer here, but we can discuss it, baby. And that link will be in the chat or in the description down below as soon as we get done with this here video. Okay. Now, actually, let me go ahead and give it to you now if I can. Where is that link at? I ain't gonna do that now. I'll do it later. Just be on the lookout for it. It'll be in the chat, okay? But we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna talk about each lady's individual performance as well as what our thoughts are overall. And now, if you happen to catch the trailer, I want you guys to drop your raterization of the trailer right down in that description below. Like, just give me a 1 to 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, okay? For me, I'm gonna give it about an 8, right? I felt like it was solid. I felt like it was full of some interesting little one-liners. There was an interesting interaction between Marlo and Todd, a little bit of Marlo versus Candy, a very interesting little exchange between Kenya and Marlo, as well as one very interesting reaction between Sanya and Drew. And it looks as though we get a little mention of Martell in the trailer as well. Okay. Some questions, as Miss Wanda says, some questions, okay, about Martell. Martell is not mentioned by name, but it is asked about her rumored boo by Andy, okay? And Kenya said that she heard that the man's clunker is given a 10 out of 10, and it'll be no more TPT, okay? Sheree won't be getting any more TPT. What is TPT? Two pump Tyrone. Okay. I said, now say what now? The two pump Tyrone. Now, y'all see. You know what? Just a little life lesson for y'all. You got to pay attention to how people break up with folks, right? What I mean by that is this. I think Tyrone did her wrong, did her dirty, okay? But this woman has gone on to blast this man's intimate relations with her ever since that whole thing gone down. And my thought is this. You wasn't complaining about it when you was running to Philly to try to meet and film with him. You wasn't complaining about it when you was, having, I don't know if you can have those types of conjugal visits or whatnot. I don't know. You wasn't complaining about it then, but all of a sudden now that you broke up, it's two pump Tyrone. Okay. So for me, that lets me know, okay, when some people, when they break up with you, they gonna spill your tea. Okay. The same needs to go for her, looking at the way that Martell is handling his breakup / end of the relationship with his previous wife and his previous mistress, okay? Because he has dragged both of them. So, Sheree, let this be a lesson to you, okay? Whilst you are entertaining said new boo could potentially drag you too, should things not go well. All right. And the same could go for Martell. All right. So I just wanted to address that right off the rip because Martell is asked about within the first couple of seconds of this trailer. All right. I didn't really like this other thing either that they did at the beginning of the trailer. You know, they did this little montage and it was supposed to be funny, but something about it didn't sit right with me. But they did this little montage of of like some parrots in the background, some birds in the background. And they did this montage of the ladies talking over each other, but they were almost sort of equating the women to the birds chirping in the background. I ain't like that either, okay? Because I don't know. I mean, when I think of somebody calling a woman a bird, it don't really have a positive connotation to me. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like the editors might have been a little tone deaf on that one. I get it. There's some humor in it, you know, in terms of the women talking over top of each other, but it just the symbolism of the bird just didn't really hit right with me. Okay. Um, that's just how I feel. I could be overly sensitive, but I just don't know that. I don't know. I'm trying to think if they would have done that in Beverly Hills. I don't know if they would have. Would they have done it in Jersey? Maybe. Would they have done it in New York? They might have done it in New York back in the day. I don't know. But I don't know. I just didn't like it personally. Okay. Yeah, because it did feel like y'all calling them some birds. All right. The other thing that we need to get into is that this seating arrangement was exactly okay what we had heard that it was. Okay. We got Sheree seated next to Marlo. I mean, not Marlo, but next to Andy. Then you have Kenya, and then you have Candy on the end, which I thought was very, very interesting. And then on the opposite side, you have Marlo next to Drew, next to Sonya, which is not going to really work well for, I don't know, one of the two of them, either Drew or Sonya, because there's a moment in the trailer where Drew is flicking her go naked hair all up into Sonya's face, almost as if that go naked hair was a prop. Okay. And we have seen how things have been snatched out of hands when things have been used as props. And Sonya has to warn her, girl, you keep flicking that hair in my face. And we didn't see how that things go down before. Okay. Also, you got the men making an appearance. As you guys can see here, Ross and Ralph chose to wear white, but I don't have it pictured here. When Todd comes out for his confrontation with Marlo, he's in black. Okay. And Todd basically gives us a moment of like, you know, back in your thirsty days, Marlo, you know, back when we were in the, you know, the Africa or whatever. And Marlo's like, yeah, I mean, you know, I was wearing my Birkins back then. Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but can I say something that probably ain't popular? And maybe it's because I've been listening to that good Beyonce album. You know what I'm saying? But Birkins and Birkins and the bags and things like that. You know what? I like that Beyonce said, you know, them Birkins, they in storage right now. You know what I'm saying? She carrying around Telfar bags. And I like this idea of just supporting the black designers. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like, you know, as much as I love, you know, a good Marlo and a good fashion moment, I just be feeling like sometimes the over reliance on this idea that I got the Birkin bag, I got the Chanel bag. How about you get the black designer bag? How about we start bragging about that? No? Is it just me? I'm feeling froggy today. So, I mean, it's Friday. So I'm kind of like, F it, right? But I mean, you know, I'm not shaming you for your luxury. Like, don't get it twisted because I'm a first class type of person, right? And I like my designers. I ain't mad at that. But I just feel like, you know, when people throw all that around, like, you know what I'm saying? Just because, okay, you got a Birkin, and what? I would be more excited to see you with a Telfar bag. All right. I actually, matter of fact, if it's a design, if you are, if in the chat, if you are a designer, okay, and you got a bag, all right, you got a bag collection or a bag line, send me an email. Send me an email. Send me an email. I'll purchase it. I'm gonna purchase the bag, and then I'm gonna advertise it on the show. Why? Because I feel like it's important. All this talk about the Birkins, it just struck me for a second. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so I had to mention it. I'm giving you my real feeling today. So if you're watching this and you got a bag line or something like that, I'm gonna buy the bag. I don't want you to send it to me for free because I want to support the business. I'm gonna buy the bag. Send me an email, send me your link. I'm buying the bag. Period. And then I'm gonna bring it on the channel and we're gonna brag about that. How about that? Anyway, so what else? All right, we have Drew telling Sheree that apparently she has cash apps from people wanting to send her nasty tapes of Sheree. I don't understand how that make any sense or what that's supposed to be about. I mean, maybe she's trying to indicate that Sheree got some nasty tapes out there. I mean, I don't really know. Okay. But anyway, Sheree says she would love to see it. All right. She then discusses her messy breakup with Tyrone. And that's when Andy asks, well, can you tell me about your new boo? He's like a 10 out of 10, right? And then before she can answer, Kenya chimes in. I heard that Clunker is a 10 out of 10. Okay. You know, sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you know, good clunker, good cooter, get you in trouble. Okay. Because sometimes the good clunker and the good cooter don't be attached to a good person. I don't know. I mean, that's just a life lesson. I ain't calling Martell a bad person, but I'm just saying in general, all right. Relationships ain't built on cooter. It ain't built on clunkers. All right. That's number one. Or two, three, or four, depending on how many times I'm having to give a word today. All right. Now, Sheree confronts Candy about talking about her every week on her YouTube. And she says, I get it, Candy. I'm good clickbait. Okay. Now, see, Sheree is normally stuttering. Okay. All right. Sheree normally stutters through her reads. It's the truth. Okay. But she ain't stuttering today. Okay. She ain't stuttering today. I don't know what she did, but she ain't stuttering in these things. But as she tells Candy, well, I get it, girl. I'm good clickbait. Candy's like, you think I need you? You think I need you for clickbait? Girl, I'm worldwide. She ain't say that, but I'm saying it. Okay. Because Candy speak on it be pretty lit, regardless of whether she talking about Sheree or not. Now, Sheree does make some good clickbait. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, you know, if you want to just pull up a Google search. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like Candy needs her for that. Candy is responding to what she sees on the screen. When Marlo is saying to Sheree about Candy that she's calling Candy all types of hoes, and Sheree is co-signing with facts. Okay, facts. Yeah, she got every right to clap back at you. Okay, every right to clap back at you. To be honest with you. Now, Sheree is also the subject of plastic surgery accusations. Drew says you have had your breast done and your booty done, Sheree. And Sheree says, not today. Okay. She says, my booty. She says, you crazy. This is all natural. Squats, not shots, honey. Okay. So I did like that little one-liner right there. Squats, not shots. That was a good one. That was a good one, Sheree. and it felt like it was off the top of her head, which I do like. Okay. Um Word of the day. Okay. Take it with you. All right. Um, but here is a part I did not know. Okay. Here's where we get to Kenya calling out Marlo. Okay. Because Kenya talks about Marlo not being authentic. And she says, everything about you is fake, Marlo. Your name is not even your real name. And then she goes on to call Marlo Latoya Hutchinson. And I'm like, who? Okay. Now, I will tell you guys the truth. There are often times when a person is on reality television that sometimes the producers or the network will have them go by the name that they want them to go by. Or maybe Marlo just changed her name. I don't know if she changed the name or not. Okay. I don't know if she was, I don't know what the reason for the name change was. But what I do know is sometimes this probably ain't the case for Marlo, but just a little behind the scenes tea, right? Like Malaysia's name is allegedly LaQuisha. Okay. Um, I'm assuming for the purposes of the show, okay, that they chose to go with maybe the name Malaysia. Okay. Um, and if you're a celeb, if you're an entertainer of some sort, it's not uncommon to go by a name like Young Jock or something like that, or something sexier than your real name. You know what I mean? So anyway, um, that's when she said Latoya Hutchinson, I was like, who? I'm not mad at Marlo for having a different name. You know what I'm saying? If you want to rename yourself something, you can rename yourself something too. Okay. I mean, it is what it is, but it was just like, oh, okay. And Marlo might be her middle name, and Malaysia might be Malaysia's middle name. But what I'm saying is sometimes for the purposes of the show, they will tell you to use whichever name they feel like might be more memorable or more it just happens. For instance, what a lot of people don't know is that um yeah, like I said, they will sometimes have the person go by another name that is still their name, okay, but it may not be their actual first name. All right, that's why I brought up the LaQuisha slash Malaysia situation. Exactly, Calendria. They'll change it to make it more either easier or more. You know what I'm saying? More I don't know. Just they just will change it. Like Michelle's name from Destiny's Child, I think is Tenitria. Okay, did y'all know that? Yeah. Even my name. My name is not DJ Richie Skye. That was a name I chose because I'm a DJ. Well, I was a DJ at the time. So for me, I'm like, okay, I get it. Yes, exactly. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Yes, you didn't know that. Hmm. So anyway, I don't know what the story is. Maybe we'll get it from Marlo. Who knows? Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the trailer right there. Let me see if I missed anything in my notes. Um, Give me 1 second. Again, I can't play it Hold on. I'm going to put the link in the description so y'all can have it right now. Stand by. Stand by. I'm going to place it in the chat and in the trailer. Stand by. There we have it. It's in the chat. It's also in the trailer because people were asking to see it. All right. Birdie Bell, listen. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I don't mean to be rude to you. Okay. Don't ever come on my channel and tell me to speed anything up. I love you, beloved. But what we do over here is we have a good time. It's a casual time, and I'm not in a rush today. All right. If you want to speed it up, close the live, then go back into YouTube, and then speed up the actual video. Okay. But I don't do that around here. I don't think anybody comes to your job and tells you how to run your work. So don't come over here and tell me how to run my work. Okay. Now, I wish you a good day, beloved. And that's how we do things. Okay. All right. Sending you love. And so anyway, y'all, my apologies. Sometimes you have I don't normally, comment on stuff like that. But some days, I told you earlier today, in this video, I was feeling a little bit froggy. So I said, okay, okay, let me answer her real quick. And but because some people new to the channel and they don't know how we do things over here. We have a good time. I ain't in no rush today. Okay. And so we're gonna have a good time and talk. That's what the live is for. All right. When I'm doing news, I honestly I try to give it to y'all straight to the point and a little commentary in betwixt. But when we're doing our lives, don't come over here trying to tell me how to run this show. Okay. You ain't a producer. All right. Now, before I go, be sure to tap in about 30 minutes. We got an interview with Tambra Sheree from Bell Collective that is on at 2 p.m. So come on back over at 2 p.m. for that. All right. Now, check out the reunion trailer for the season 14 reunion that'll premiere next week on Bravo TV. And we got the finale coming up on this Sunday. Y'all know I love y'all. So, of course, we're going to dance our way on up out of here.